Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to share a what's for dinner. I haven't done this in forever since I've started my crockpot series, but I did want to share some quick throw together meals for you guys that you can have done in about 20 minutes or less. So I have 6 dinner ideas that are all quick and easy, and they take no time to get on the table. The first meal idea I wanted to share is breakfast for dinner. This is a favorite at our house, and we just used our favorite pancake mix, topped it with some lightly crushed strawberries that had soaked in sugar in the refrigerator. You could also do the same with blueberries, or you can just use your favorite syrup. And we just had some sausage on the side. Pancakes are also one of those things to make extra of, to throw in your freezer so that you have them ahead of time on busy mornings or nights that you don't have a lot of time. This next meal idea was just something that we threw together with some items that we already had in our pantry and our fridge that needed to be used. You can use whatever pasta you like. We are using penne as we already had this sitting in the pantry, a can of diced tomatoes and green chilies, a drizzle of olive oil for your pan, about a tablespoon of minced garlic, some smoked sausage, green onions, and also a handful of bell pepper. We already had this pre-chopped and in the freezer. I started by sauteing the onions in a little bit of olive oil for just a couple of minutes, and then I threw in a good handful of the chopped peppers. And while that was going, I went ahead and I got my pasta boiling. Once the veggies were starting to cook down, I went ahead and I added my garlic, and I just let that cook for a minute before I added in my sausage and can of tomatoes and green chilies. I then gave it a stir, placed my lid on, and I let it simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes until the sausage was heated through. We also had some hamburger buns that were about to expire, so we made garlic toast to go with it, and that is meal number 2. So for our next meal, we just decided to have some semi-homemade Salisbury steak and some air fryer baked potatoes. I started by preheating my oven to 350. We're using the frozen hamburger patties for this, but you can also use fresh if you wanted. I went ahead and I placed them in a pan on my stovetop to start browning them on both sides. Once they were brown, I took a pack of Lipton onion soup mix and mixed it with about a cup of water, and then I poured it over the patties, placed my lid on, and then I put the whole pan in the oven for about 20 minutes. We just had some air fryer baked potatoes on the side, topped with sour cream and cheese and some cucumber slices. For next meal, I didn't show the process because it was too simple, so all I did was just cook some wings in the air fryer, and if you don't have an air fryer, the oven will work fine. Once they were done, I coated them in this Trader Joe's barbecue rub with coffee and garlic seasoning. We served them with some air fryer potatoes that I had cut up into cubes, and we just had some cucumbers on the side. Our next meal is a chicken gnocchi soup, very similar to Olive Garden's. This soup is seriously so good. We make this every year whenever it starts getting cold outside. I'm just going to put all of the ingredients on the screen so you can take a screenshot if you like. We already had everything pre-chopped and in the freezer, so all we had to do was just measure out what we needed. If you don't meal prep, I highly recommend doing this as it saves a ton of time when you're busy during the week and you don't have a lot of time for prep work. Prep work is what seems to take up most of the time. I started by heating my olive oil and getting all of the veggies and garlic sauteed until the onion was translucent. I then added my chicken broth and cooked a shredded chicken and brought it to a boil. My shredded chicken was still a little frozen, so I was just breaking that up. And then once we have a nice boil going, we're going to go ahead and pour in the gnocchi. This is potato gnocchi that you can find at Kroger, and we're going to boil that in the soup just until it floats. And once it floats, you're going to add in your bag of spinach and just let that wilt down. And then you're going to pour in your half and half, add some salt and pepper to taste, and that's it. If the prep work is done, this soup comes together in about 20 minutes or less. The very last meal is once again involving sausage. I guess we were just in a sausage mood this week, but all you're going to need is a box of zatarains, a can of diced tomatoes, and a pack of whatever sausage you want to use. I started by cooking the box of zatarains according to the box instructions. I poured my tomatoes in with it and brought it to a simmer. While I was waiting for it to come up to a simmer, I just cut my sausage up and then poured that in with it, gave it a quick stir, placed my lid on, and then I let it simmer for about 15 minutes, and that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching this What's for Dinner. I do still plan to get out crock pot videos as well, but I wanted to change it up just a bit and just show some quick ideas outside of a crock pot. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.